Hi everyone, this is the English version of the Teleglitch playthrough. I originally did this in Finnish, but I figured out that I might just try it in English too for a bit larger audience. Okay, so this is a commented playthrough try. I'm trying to get this game through this game from level 1 to the Finnish level 9. I will be commenting, and this will be some sort of guide as well. Feel free to learn something new or differ in your opinions. There's plenty of room to make decisions in this game, and well, this is my version of it. I will explain things as good as I can, and feel free to ask any questions if you have any. So, people who are not familiar with this game, the plot is nothing original. This is a scientific vessel somewhere far away from Earth, and something got horribly wrong. There was some discoveries on space complex time warping and stuff, and well, you can read from here. Okay, so anyway, we are pretty much the only survivor here. This is a survival game. There are linear levels. The levels they're randomly generated, and we have only some items, weapons, some explosives, and the empty cans we just found from the starting point. The weapon, we have overall 60 ammo, and there we have explosive, 4 times of explosives. Yeah, the multiplier there, they stack those items. There's our health, and this is the explanation. This is a tooltip for the item which we have selected in our. If you roll the mouse wheel, you can select different items. Okay, we hear movement somewhere. This game doesn't contain any friendly, so there's just enemies. If it moves, shoot it or kill it anyway. Okay. Weapons, yeah, I mentioned the pistol. It's lined in white text. Also, if you push left mouse button, there's a knife. Knife, it's not very efficient. It does roughly the same amount of damage than one shot of this pistol. But mainly the enemies, they're do melee attacks, and so there's a risk if you go in melee that you get hit by yourself. But it saves ammo, and because this game is ammo economics surviving game, you should use the knife to save ammunition. At least in the start, when the enemies are still quite weak, and yeah, they're manageable. This is the basic enemy. They only, like I mentioned, they only do melee damage. They run pretty straightforward, and they take 2 hits. This guy, this is a bit that's smaller but faster, agile zombie. It's pretty much the same as those green guys. The only problem is that they move faster in intervals, so they're a bit more hard to predict. So I recommend, at least to start, I recommend using the pistol. This is a chest. Press space near it, and you can open and see its belongings. Okay, in beige color, these are ammo, grenades, therefore a grenade launcher, which we don't have. In green, it's a craftable item. Item you can't use for anything in itself, but you can combine with C button. You can see the crafting menu. It shows everything you can craft. Again, you can build, like, you can combine from the explosives and nail box. You can build nail ammo or nail bomb, stronger version of an explosive, or you can just combine the RDX for a bigger bomb. Also, you can make rounds for cannon. But the cannon we don't obtain that. So for now, we just do the nail bomb. Okay, now it's crafted. Okay, you can hear the voice. Pretty creepy. This is the void. This is void. Extremely dangerous. The game over if you walk in that. The good thing is that the same thing is for the enemies. If you can lure the enemy to it, you don't have to fight for it. There we go. There you go. It went to the void and it will never be back. It's killed. Whoops. Okay. Now I did something stupid. I've done this a lot of times. I had selected the explosive, the nail bomb. If you select anything but the explosives, the left button will knife. But if you select the bomb, it will drop the bomb instead of using knife. So keep them explosive, the red ones, unselected in all times if you're not intending to use them. Well, it's a good thing I I did this in the start and still managed to run away from it. If I just stood over there, I would have been died. Okay, this is a computer information. You get this computer stops. They pretty much explain some things like this void here. They also made to contain information on teleporters or storage lockers. Where's items? With the tab button, you can get pretty good minimap. No, it's a minimap. It's a full-blown map. It's, well, you might get disoriented, so it's pretty good to check up on where you're going. It shows open doors. The red ones are those you haven't opened yet. It also shows the starting teleporter, and if you find any lockers you haven't looted already or exit teleport, it shows them too. Okay, here we found a chest with a shotgun. Our next weapon. Shotgun, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Does pretty hefty damage from near. We don't. These enemies are so weak that using shotgun to them, well, that's a waste of ammo. We won't touch shotgun until the next level, where there comes a bit more dangerous opponents. Some ammo. Here, we found the exit. Yeah, you can see the white blobs. There, the exits. We have two exits here, so this is crossroads. You can go to different sectors. They have a bit different variety of enemies and items that you can find. But since we are in pretty good shape, and you should always clear the whole level unless you're in bad shape to escape. That means it's pretty much always. This game, in the start, you should be looting for a lot of items because they're gonna be useful in the long run. And anyway, the enemies are substantially easy, so so you can make it without wasting ammunition here, and you're gonna need that ammunition afterwards in later levels. Yeah, this here was it was actually yeah, that was a secret area we found here. I used to accidentally used the explosive here, so it opened the route. Otherwise we wouldn't have walked through it without destroying it. The map is pretty good on spotting on those secrets because they are more narrow passage in the walls. Also, in those secret obstacles, you can pretty much always see a bit through them. There's some light leaking through them. The rubble. Okay, we have 2 directions we haven't checked yet. Let's go to the north from the camera. Okay. There's death. We don't go there. Is there... Oh, it's this rubble. I checked from the map that looked a bit like a secret, but I know from the... I happen to know from the past experience that it's just rubble. Waste of ammo to try to clear it out. Apart from the stupid accident I made, this has been quite a breeze, this level. But one warning, this game, well, this is like a Dark Souls style of game. You should always be a bit on your toes, because when you start taking things too relaxed and cocky, and, well, that's when the shit happens. You should take every enemy seriously. There's nothing. There's no every enemy is dangerous. Sorry, but I haven't trained on speaking English that much. It's not my native tongue. You might have figured out that. And yes, here we found another secret. Okay, we got shotgun shells and a nail bomb. By the way, earlier we found a third weapon, the grenade launcher, which we found ammo for before we found the launcher itself. Also, we have some health item, canned meat. It restores 10 health, not much, but we can restore it over 100 to 150. And also, when you eat it, it produces 1 empty can, which can be built, which is pretty useful. I'm not gonna use the canned meat because I'm well under 100 health, so I'm gonna wait if I find a medkit. I think it's always smarter to use medkit to get it to 100. And then fill it over 100 with the meat. More shotgun shells. We're getting a good amount of them. Oh, canned meat. Well, well. We're well stocked in food right now. And there we have the medkit. It's a medkit that comes in two forms, 20, 25 and 50. It explains how much it will heal. Okay, we don't have under 50 health, so using it will partly waste it because it will go only to 100. This game is a bit about optimizing. The resources are pretty scarce in time, so I'm trying not to waste anything. So I won't use the medkit. I will be waiting for the medkit 25. Probably we can find it in the next level. Okay, there's only one red door there to be checked. And then we can move on to the next level. So, I will be trying to run through this game. The game offers you can continue from later levels if you die, if you get long enough, but I'm trying to get from the start. I think it's more exciting that way, and you just get to keep more items, because if you start from the mid levels, there will be fixed items in the inventory, and I don't like that. Okay, there's still one room to be checked. There's nothing wrong in checking the map constantly, because, well, I lose the track here. These levels are never the same, so only thing that is same in every level is the amount of enemies. There's, I know that in the start level there will be a certain amount. I don't remember the number, but these basic enemies, and one of that more unpredictably moving zombie. Okay, I think we have checked this level, and we may proceed. And the first episode of this guided walkthrough trial is complete. Before stopping, we'll just check which teleport goes to where. Okay, I'm preferring the military biology sector because of the items that I get from there. They're a bit different and more useful to my tactics. So I will be heading there. Thank you.